Uh, Alright, appears we're live, back once and again. So, drivers are trying to set up their positions. There's a lot of left and right with the positions so far. Anyways, um, yeah, 9 drivers are attending this, including one who is a spectator. Or 2. Say 2 can be spectators. So, we're here to see back into New Hampshire, where last season Craig has won at the turn 4 crash that got himself into a caution. So we're back here once again by myself. We're not using the spectate menu because I feel because that was kind of bogus for me. And yeah, we're probably back to using the old spectate menu here. So everyone should be lined up here. So I'll say the starting lineup here a little bit quickly. Row 1, Lego takes the pole as long as Parker in the 2. I'm gonna talk about these new drivers a little bit. Row 2, Craig is in 3rd and Laner 4th. Row 3, Aiden in 5th and Benji in 6th. And Benji, a new driver out here. Row 4, a 45 at Jax, 20 at Land. Last up in place at row 5 goes to Windigo. And Bit decided to... I'm pretty sure Bit wanted to sign up, but he's in a plane. So we're going to probably see him fly high above the skies around New Hampshire. I'm pretty sure it is. So, looks like we mostly have everyone ready. Okay. He's on Xbox. Benji, if you can say in general. Okay, he's ready. So we're gonna have here 100 laps, a 25, 25, 50. Lego and Parker are going out here to row 1 to take the green flag here at the Bubba Gump Shramp 100. Let's go! And a good start there by Parker as everyone scrambles around, coming to turn 1. Look at Craig is there in the 54, heading out here in 2nd. Parker around the outside, but there's Aiden and Jax who are just pushing their way through. And contact made between Aiden and Parker. They set themselves all the way up high, and it's a mess out here in the back, but it's clean out here with Lego and Craig is up front. And contact made with teammates, the 22 and 2 getting together. It's still no caution yet. Seems like Laner forgot about his scheme and now he has it on now. Craig is holding on with a 2nd place spot, and speaking of that, GFM has gone back into Toyota now after Catamount Racing decided to end it next season. They won't have another racing career for that team, since Wendigo and Bip will be free agents. And so far during this thing, Benji is still holding out, although below the top 5, but still holding it pretty well as Laner hits the wall. And we'll talk a bit about those drivers a bit soon as we get to a couple more laps in. By the way, Lego is in a Toyota race right now. Like, look up in front here. You see the 44 is getting grinded back, grinded in front of by the 4 Toyotas up there in battling for 2nd, whatever place there are. You get Benji there. Looks like Jax has gone out that 2nd place spot here. You see CSP as the flagman here. Will guard ourselves the flagman, and also you get Fadio here as a spectator here, and a wreck in the back happens at lap 5, and Benji and Craig gets involved. and pits will be open. The stages are the same thing as the truck series, but they added a bit more laps in for this. After the problem there with pretty sure Parker there, during trucks, at least the cars now are fixable, while trucks they had to pace lap in. But seems like everyone's caught up, so pits will be open. Look like Benji and was kind of in the back most of the time, and looks as though we're gonna have a split around here. And it's going to be split between 4 cars out and 5 in. So Lego, Jax, Laner, and Kragus will stay out while the others get into the pits. And even since Benji got in a wreck with Kragus, it's probably a good time to pit rather than just racing the back. And looks as though it's a battle for the pit road thing. Is going to be Wendigo on the line. Benji gets 3rd, and we'll see the other cars rolling out. You see Aiden there in 4th, Parker 5th, and everyone will be out of pit road, and they'll try to catch up with the rest of the crowd. Here, the rest of the drivers here. Lego has been leading the first couple laps here right now. Ever since that first caution, it's going to be probably a wreck fest. Here in New Hampshire. I'm just gonna say I'm probably gonna jinx it. So hopefully green this time, and we'll see Aiden and Parker trying to catch up here. And looks like Parker's caught up, so it's a green this time. For the 9 drivers here, it's going to be a lag day for the drivers, but it's going to be a fun race to look at in the stands. Lego out here, still holding the lead for the second restart in the Bubba Gump Shramp Bubba Gump Shramp 100. And looks as though it's Benji way on the outside. And look at Jax, he's got into almost the bumper of the 44 of Lego. Look at the laner there in the 22, handling out here with the 3rd. Land is a little bit on the outside, has not touched the wall, but it's single file most of the time here. Benji's trying to make the move from Parker. And Aiden gets moved out of the pack. That's going to leave Benji with a lot of room here, side by side in the back. And Wendigo gets moved out. Oh, a spin! Collects the Wendigo, and the rest does a 3-car wreck in the back. Wendigo, Benji, looked like Jax was also in there too. Caution comes out yet again. Or excuse me, I'm pretty sure it's Parker in the 2. Everyone's caught up. Here's setting up the green flag. Here, if nobody wants to pit. The pits will be open. It seems like Kragus. Oh, a switch up. Oh, a bit of contact, but Aiden got the last second switch up here to knock in a pit road. That's landing Kragus in pit road. That lets up a few spots for some drivers in the back. So 8 cars are seems like 7 cars are staying out, and the other 2 are in the pits. It's gonna be a while as I click on the arrows, and here you go. So it looks like they're taking all 4 tires and fuel, so it should be good. And looks like there's no change in pit road and out of pit road, so they'll try to catch up here in the Bubba Gump Shramp 100. I just like the name. I still like the name during last season. I still like the name until now. So hopefully a green this time as the drivers are trying to catch up. You see Craig is here. We're going to try to wait on land. So green this time, potentially on lap 14. Looks like land has caught up. Caught up here. Everyone's caught up. So Lego's going to come out here. They got the restart in the 44. He wanted trucks during that final lap incident, but we'll see if he gets it in the third restart, the stage 1. And there's a scatter around loose everywhere. A lot of cars are jumbled up in the back, but it's only Lego and Jax that's handling out here in front. Later in here too, along with Aiden and Wendigo there. Looks like it's gonna be oh goodness, it's a 3 wide here. Look at Craig is trying to shoot his way over Parker. Look at Jax right now trying to handle out with the 44. But 22 is still holding on by. SSR is still not over just yet. A bit of contact here, but they save it. They are all single file right now. Must be a pretty clean screenshot if anyone wants it. And the 44 is still handling out in front of the 45. There's a little bit of a... Looks like Wendigo staying on the outside. Looks like he wants to try to get it for the rest. It's going to be clear once again. Aiden is going to be the only one that gets out of the pack. Just a ruckus there in the back. And Parker out here racing, trying to race out on the outside. Greg just hits the wall there. And Lego's still holding on here with 9 to go. Be 8 to go. They cross the start-finish line. Lego's here to get some points in. As look at Land here in the 4th. Trying to get the move from Laner. Looks as though he's trying to get that move. It's like an SSR. It's SSR GFM, an SSR GFM, and then a Catamount. Seems to be still all clear here for the 44 handling out here in front. Look at CSP cheering on here with his teammates. His number 44 Lego here. CSP's cheering on him. As it's still a few more laps in until stage 1 ends, and Lego has been dominating up front with the save of tires and fuel. Still a single file line here so far. And the bump goes to the 2 of Parker. He's going to get moved out a bit. It's contact between the 19 and the 13. They still hang on. That's going to leave Aiden on the outside. And it's going to leave Aiden right next to Parker. Looks like Aiden's losing a couple spots here. It goes to the back of Kragus. The 45 is still trying to fight the 44 out, but it can't work enough as it's a mess there in the back once again. Parker, the only car on the outside, starting his first debut, back on the 2, and Aiden hits the wall. Looks as though the A key malfunction is still hanging on with his car. No caution yet. The bit of contact there, a bit of smoke out there in the back. Look at Benji handling out here. Number 13 handling at the top 5 spot. Parker still needs to keep that consistent in for that thing. Look at Laner. 1 and 2 for SSR. Teammates helping teammates out. It's really close out there between Laner and Jax. Laner's trying to help protect Lego out here, but Jax gets to push the Laner. B2 to go. Across the track, it's a slide. He hangs on, and he did. And no, never mind. Kragus hits the tires. The same thing happened to Kragus Jr. And that will be the end of the stage. The same thing happened to Kragus Jr. Now Kragus gets involved. And the stage would be over. Parker gets the top 5 to get some points in. Some few points in. He's starting to build up a little bit here. But SSR can fully take up the top 5. While Jackson Land handle on here with the 3rd and 4th. And here comes the yellow-white flag for stage 1, and Lego has a good ride up front. He's been pretty sure he led pretty much 100% of the laps here. When anyone comes to the pits, would lose their position and also would end up going to the back here on the rules. Everyone needs to stay out of pit road just for the stage to end. Almost hits the tires, goes to land, but Lego gets stage 1. So Lego handling out here for another stage win on his book. That will be his 2nd stage win in the season. So that just ties with Bip and Land now having 2 stage wins. So pits will be open this time for the drivers. And we'll give a bit of a showcase here as the cars will get into pit road. Everyone's going to come to pit road. So, a little story here for some of the drivers here. The 2 Parker coming into the SSR here to join in and try to help the team out. I saw him practice a little bit in New Hampshire, and honestly, he had a pretty good shot here with his teammates to try to race it on, and honestly gave out a pretty outstanding performance here for qualifying. And we'll look back here a little bit here. We'll try to see on Benji. Here he is. Number 13 wants to try to take the problems there in the back as Laner and Krags get stuck. And that's going to leave Laner with a lot of time down. And that'll be the same incident I saw in practice. And that's going to be a problem there, as they'll try to catch up. But oh goodness, it was a long session trying to come back. It'll be green, possibly green next time. It'll most likely be green next time, honestly. So we'll see if Laner and Kragus can come back. While I'll try to continue on Benji's introduction here. The number 13 running for CFM. And it seems like Aiden found a pretty good pick here. It used to be GFM's pick, but decided to give it out to Aiden here to pick out here for Benji in the 13. Honestly, a cool scheme for both of the new drivers here, and honestly a good scheme for every driver running it right now. As Aiden got the pit road strategy coming out coming out of pit road, so he's gonna handle out in front. We'll take a few lead laps in, while Lego and Land will try to handle out a top 3, and Jackson Parker with a top 5. So Aiden's gonna handle out with a stage 2 restart here at the Bubba Gump Shramp 100. And there goes Aiden. He's still closing in. A lot of contact in the back. Parker hanging on. Aiden shuts the door on Laner. Laner out there way in the back, by the way. Looks as though they passed Benji, and looks like side by side for Wendigo and Parker. It's going to be losing a bit of spots there for Parker, and Aiden gets moved out of the pack. He's trying to give Lego the position. Can Aiden try to merge in? He's a bit close. No, he's not. Lego gets spun out, and Aiden is gonna drop a lot of spots in. No caution just yet, as Land holds on the lead. Wendigo holding out in second right now. Laner in third. Very much a close pack here for Toyotas. And Laner out here trying to run to 22. Won the All-Star race yesterday. And looks like Aiden would give the apology there for the 44. Didn't mean to do that. And looks as though Land is just dominating the lead, just like what he did in trucks. He's holding on that lead spot while some laps are going down. While Wendigo here in the 19 is handling out here in Toyota, looks like Jack's here in the 45, handling out the inside lane in front of Aiden and Benji. And Benji gets moved out of the pack. Parker holding on here, trying to get that holding the 8th spot. It's a bit of contact there in the back. Laner dropping back a few more spots. Well, it's still single file here, but it's a Toyota battle here up front. Look at Wendigo right now. He's running in the playoffs right now at Catamount Racing. Jack's running in GFM right now in the 45. Apparently Lego has been gaining time on this with the pack going on right now. And everyone seems to be scattered apart. It looks like Aiden's gonna get that 3rd spot in front of Benji. Benji a little bit inconsistent today. And oh, he gets spun out! He's gonna handle on of being, he's gonna stay straight. Gets a bit of contact there with SSR drivers of Laner and Parker. No caution just yet. Bit of an inconsistent handling there by Benji, but still holds on straight and looks as though Craigus wants to make the move by Aiden. The only Chevy out here up front in the top 5. And look at the Toyotas. That's all in here. It's most Toyotas out here up front. And look at that. Lego's been gaining time on the pack. Don't know if it's just Benji or Parker, but he's been gaining time. As Land is barely touching the wall there in the backstretch. Excuse me. And oh, Aiden hits the wall hard, but he still handles on. He's gonna lose a bit of spots, but he's gonna try to get the help by his teammate Benji here in the 13. That's gonna leave Jax a lot of space down, but Wendigo is holding on in front of Craigus. Craigus not running a good ride so far. Has only gotten 4 top 10s and 1 top 5. Still handling out here in third while Land is just crunching away those laps. A 3-wide run for Parker here and Laner. And oh, a bit of contact there. There's a little bit of stack up in the back. Wendigo barely a little bit tops the wall there, but Kragus gets the shot for second. And honestly, I want to see Kragus' skill right now. He's a little bit down the wire in the playoffs right now. It looks as though he's probably gonna have his day. See Kragus there in second right now, not holding any lag issues there. He's handling in with 11 to go, catching up to Land. And Kragus tries to move on the outside. Would he make the move on the inside? Just Land is covering with that with the apron. Coming out between 3 and 4, but Kragus is catching up to Land. The bumper to the 20. The bumper to 54 to the 20. It's a stack up here right now. Jax wants to make a move on a 16, but it wouldn't help. It's a big stack up here. And a bit of contact there. It still hangs on. It's going to set back a bit for some of those drivers. It's around 9 to go. Wendigo getting shot back a bit. Contact made in the back. It's still a battle up front. Contact made there. Coming to the end of turn 2. Wendigo and Lane are getting together. And now Jax has came back to third. And more contact made with Aiden and Lane. That just shoots Parker up to fourth. Can Parker maintain the fourth spot though, as Benji handles on with fifth? And a bit of contact there. A little bit of stack up here as Parker got in a bit of a problem, but he still hangs on. Can Jax try to catch up to the rest of the field up front? Or will Parker try to catch up to the 45 and the rest? Really good battle here. There's beat and bang and trading paint. It's really all everywhere here as the Toyotas are handling out here up front. And look at this. Can Kragus, he's going to try to help Land out, or will he try to get some points in? It's a GFM 1-2-3. Oh, bit of contact here. Kragus shoots back to the outside. He's going to try to maintain it. He's going to go back to the inside, shuts the door on the 45. 6 to go right now as the 54 handles on. Behind the 20, Parker out here in the 2. Trying to get the help by Wendigo. Aiden out there in 6th. What a consistent ride for Parker here in that 2 car. He is handling it pretty well upon some of the drivers who are already in the playoffs. Oh, Kragus gets a bit high there. Looks like Jax is trying to handle in, trying to help up Kragus. Land's still blocking in front of Kragus right now. Will the 54 try to hang on? As there's a bit of smoke out there in the back. And Lego has caught up back 5 seconds. He caught up 3 seconds above from in front of all the people out here. Parker gets moved out of the way. It's going to lose a bit of time there on the 2. That leaves Aiden the chance to get some points. Bit of contact here. It'll be 3 to go. And 20, 54, and 45 right now. Handling out here up front. And Wendigo out here in the 19. Trying to handle out with the 16. It's just a good ride here by the 20. And Kragus, who hasn't led a lap yet, is still going to get some good points. There's a contact made there. And a contact there by the leaders. It's a stack up here in the back. It's 3 wide. And that's going to ruin the GFM's chance of winning the stages as Wendigo gets up front. Look at Benji right now. He has the chance to try to catch up to the 19. And a spin goes to Aiden. He hangs on. His teammate. And Aiden gets into the wall, and we white fly for stage 2, and contact made there in the back. And now we'll throw in the caution for land. The 180 just killed off GFM and shot themselves in the back. And Wendigo gets stage 2 in front of Benji. And Parker's still holding up pretty well in front of some of the drivers up here. And Jax will be the only one that gets the last few points in front of Aiden. And Wendigo takes it up front of Benji, Laner, and Parker there. Good run there by Benji as he got shot back up to the front, and although he could have made a run there if the caution didn't come out, but still had a good ride nonetheless. So pits will be open this time. Our driver's Wendigo will get his first. He actually gets his first stage win after a while. Pace is 100. So we'll see some drivers trying to come to pits. It's already halfway through the entire thing so far. Don't hit the tires out here. Looks like everyone has gotten here safely. Everyone's gonna get in now. What a good run there by some of the drivers up front. As, you know, Parker out here getting 4th in stage 1, stage 2, handling the top 5 so well. Being the I'd say he's the consistent driver that I could think of that's already starting his debut so far. I think he could make it to a podium if he could. And looks as though it looked to be a battle there for second, but Benji would get it in front of Laner, so nothing. So a little bit of change here as Jax gets in front of Parker. And we have to wait for land for our green this time, and looks as though he's going to come by and try to get it. So Wendigo is going to handle out a few laps up front. I found there's a few cars that are getting in front of the lead lap, but the final stage is going to wave for the 19 of Wendigo. Will he try to get a second? Will he get a second career win this season with a green flag at the Bubba Gump Shramp 100? Benji being consistent there. Look at that. The 13 is surprising me. The Chevy in his first debut in the 13, handling out so well over the rest. Some of the drivers are getting at the wall. As this contact there. 2 drivers coming to the start-finish line. They're stuck together. And looks like it's Craig and Jax there with the caution coming out. And this will be a green this time once again. We'll see what happens with a take 2 here. As there's some drivers who are trying to fight at the back there. I don't know it's gonna handle out well. We're just gonna handle the green flag here. Never mind. Okay. It looked like to be like. I'm pretty sure it looked like to be like kind of a green flag there, but it seemed like it wasn't. I'm pretty sure they completed their 1 lap, so That probably makes sense. But Laner's gonna be the leader in front of in pit road, while 4 cars staying out, including 2 of the new drivers up front. Some sort of pit road strategy coming on here. Some of the new drivers. Oh, Jack's not gonna do well here as he missed his pit stop. He's gonna drop back a lot of spots, and Kragus survives up front, and everyone else comes in here. Looks like Laner out here in second. I'll land an 8 and get third and fourth. So far, it's like when GFM gets up front, it just becomes I feel like it just becomes they just lost it. So hopefully green this time when they cross the start finish line next time. So looks like Jax is coming back now, so we'll be a green this time. And Lego's got shot back up to fourth now. And we've been keeping a green flag consistent run ever since a few cautions at the end of the stages. This is though there's a big gap here between Lego and Kragus. It'll be a green this time for Wendigo. He's led a few laps now. We'll see if he can lead a bit more in front of Benji Parker coming to the restart. And Parker gets moved out of the way. He's gonna get in tagged to the 44. He's way on the outside, way everyone else. Could he try to merge in with the drivers here? No, it's probably gonna not be. The 2's gonna probably drop back a lot of spots as Benji's trying to fight out up front. Look at Wendigo over here. Oh! One mistake happens and Wendigo's gonna shoot back up and hit the wall. Some drivers there also hit the wall there, but Benji, could he lead his first lead lap in the Cup Series? Looks like he will. First lead lap here for the new driver, the number 13 Benji here at lap 60. Looks to be Benji's trying to battle up front on the outside. Great effort, but I don't know if it would work. That's gonna shoot Wendigo back up front once again. Oh, never mind. Look at Lego here to 44. Benji just pushing up front to 19. It's 3 wide. Look at the GFN drivers coming back up once again, while Lego tries to take care of that leading spot so far. Tries to block Land here. Land is a little bit of a scary driver here when he tries to make some moves. Just right at the bumper to 44. He's gonna clear off the 20. It's gonna be a close line here. It's a trading pain here between the 20 and 44. Can Lego try to hang on? Looks like Kragus is gonna get it here. Lego's just gonna stay back on the pack. I don't know, there's some contact there between the 2 and the 40. Oh! Contact there between Benji and Laner. They still save it. Now GFM is back 1, 2, 3, but Lego and Laner are now at 4th or 5th, and Lego shoot to 3rd. Craig is hanging on in the 54. And looks like Land is trying to use the outside and go back the inside. Trying to get some a little bit of draft in. There's been a contact there in the back with some of the new drivers. 44 hanging on pretty well. in that Pepsi car. Funny enough, I am wearing a Pepsi Man suit here in the Bubba Go Shramp 100. So it'd be funny enough to see if a 44 gets the victory lane and see himself a Pepsi Man celebrating the victory lane. And Kratos gets moved up way high. Lost a couple spots here. He's gonna move up back on the outside. Does he want to get the run here? In front of some rest. Parker and Benji are trying to help out. And looks so it's 3 wide from the back. A good run here with some of the for some of the drivers. It's still a single file line so far. Or kind of like a single file line. Oh, Benji trying to use the grass. Bit of contact there. That doesn't work out. It will drop back to last. He wanted to make that move from in front of Kratos and Parker. The 45 is trying to handle out, trying to catch up to 44, but the 44 is trying to catch up to the 20. Still a consistent green flag lap so far in New Hampshire. And Lego is just caught up with the 20 here. Looks to be caught up with the 20, but could he try to make a move from the 20? It's close to the bumper there by the 44. He's gonna give the bumps here behind the 20. Hanging out here, Parker's still hanging out with the 8th place spot right now, trying to see what move he can make in front of some of these Cup drivers. Lance gonna handle out here. Oh! Lego gets the big shot here on the outside. Could he try to get the run there by the 20? It's not really gonna happen here. Lego, could he try to merge in as much as he can? No, he can't. Lego's trying to fight with the 45. It's already 31 to go. Laner hanging on in 3rd. Looks like Lego's gonna drop back a few spots. Time to time. Not getting any draft on the outside. Trying to get some side draft on some of the people who are getting the inside lane. Really close pack here. A 22 hanging on in that Verizon car. 20 hanging on in front of 45. Jack's already locked himself to the playoffs in the 1, but moved himself into the 45 for GFM or Toyota. And now wants to give Land a chance to get himself the win to finally lock himself to the playoffs. And bit of contact there, a little bit way high. Goes to, oh, we're gonna handle it on. It's only Aiden and Wendigo here. Can he handle on up front? Wendigo, he's gonna slam it into the wall in the entrance of turn 3. He tried to save it, just a little bit not enough. I'll bring out another caution here. And pits will be open this time. And oh, Aiden giving some words here from his teammate in the 13. I don't know why you would give yeah, everyone's caught it back up, so bits will be open. And Kragus would stay out. And Aiden hits the tires. He's trying to go backwards in pit road. I don't know if he can help. It's gonna lose a bit of time. He is trying to get the pit road backwards. Yep, he's still trying to get himself. Nope, he's going to try to get himself back in place. As you see a Lego coming out here. And looks like Laner will take above Jax at that one. We'll see Aiden pitting. We'll see Kragus lead a couple of laps in now. So, pretty decent race overall for some of the drivers here. We'll see what happens though. We'll see potentially a green this time if everyone catches up. And oh, bits of contact there right now. Looks like another car is back here. That's Aiden. He needs to come in here, or else we're gonna go for a green next time. I don't think they're gonna try to catch up. It's gonna be a green next time here. Try to let the 16 go. As he's using the he's trying to use the road course spot here to the garage, but it didn't work, and also spun out goes to Laner. So it's definitely a good chance to just have it this time now. Rather than next time. So Kragus has Lego in the back here. It's basically a red and blue fight here. If you can see. You can see some elements, you can see elements of red here for Kragus for the bush apple, and you see blue there for Petsy for Lego. But you see some comparisons, just kind of flipped on its head. We're gonna see the restart here for Kragus in the 54 and the 44 of Lego. Not a good start there for Parker as he moves out of the way. Lets Benji try to go. Looks like the 44 is trying to handle up. Trying to catch it to 54. It's another. Oh, and Lego's gonna get the turn. He's gonna get the momentum. Takes that lead. Goes to Lego. It's been a battle between Lego and Land to get the most laps led. Land. Oh, he shuts the door on the front of 20. Lego's trying to handle on here. He got a bit of contact there with the 20. 20 used the apron trying to get a side-by-side there with the 44. And the bumper goes to his teammate Laner. Lego probably back here to lose some laps, and the spin goes to Wendigo. No caution yet. Laner holding up front of Jax. It looks as though Lego still can't find a way here. Looks like Lego's trying to get help by his teammate. Never mind. Aiden also on the outside. And a 3-card stack up. Tide smoke coming out in the back. And that was Lego and a part of it along with. What would that be? Probably looks like Parker was in part of this. Oh, Laner hit. Oh my goodness, some drivers are hitting the tires. Another caution waves, and it's already 20 to go in the race. And Wendigo was the first to get spun out and Kragus would he just go to the back? He is turned back. Just hits the wall straight. Last year's winner and the Chevy, and now he's going back to GFM and Toyota. So pits will be open. Craig is trying to shoot back himself up. The front, he's gonna get there in pits while everyone's gonna be pitting as well. So far, Lego and Land have been fighting the leads, like, back and forth. I'd say some of the inconsistent drivers could potentially just be Aiden. Or most of the time it could just be lag, like some drivers here. And Jack just missed pit road. He's missed pit road. He's just gonna get up in front. And a bit of pit strategy goes with some of the cars up here up front. They're trying to come back. We're only seeing Lana right now. Right there is in front of Lan, and the back is Kragus. Potentially, everyone's caught up, so it's a green this time. And some of the drivers are handling out here. Kragus needs to get back here. He's going to get there safely. The green flag waves once again. And the Bubba Gump Shramp 100. Benji in the same situation where he got himself the second, and Aiden handles out here the side-by-side, trying to side trap the 13. Yeah, Benji, not really a good idea there. He tried to oh, and Wendigo gets into the pits by Lego. And that's like the third time that I've seen Wendigo into the wreck. Or it seems like. It was probably the second time. Yeah, not... Don't know if we go green this time. Looks like Lego's trying to give Wendigo back the spot here. And looks as though it'll be it, and okay, I guess I didn't press the right key, so it'll be green. No, well, at least it's better to have a green this time, rather than a crash in the back. Spendy dropped back a few spots. And that makes him in 4th. He needs to be a bit consistent coming out of the exits, because most of the drivers are handling out here from the inside. From the inside lane after getting out of the exit. So green this time at 15 to go. And Jax is going to handle it with a take 2 here on the green flag. And land when the inside start here. In front of everybody else. And oh! A humongous wreck there in the back as Kragus gets spun out and more cars wreck again under caution. And that was a spin there by Lego. It looks like Aiden's pretty sure looked to be up front of Laner during that. So Aiden... While Lego tries to come back, will be a green this time. He didn't complete the lap, so it's gonna be potentially a pretty sure take 2. At lap 87 to lap 88. Jax has been holding up a front but land. He's trying to look for a win here. Aiden, he could try to... Oh, no! That is not... We're not going green as Aiden takes out land. So we'll go green a lap 89. With 12 to go. So everyone's still holding on their lane so far. It'll be a take two, hopefully, if nobody decides to mess around with their handling so far. And there's only been an overtime in mostly every race except for trucks. We'll see if this could break the streak here as Jax holds up in front of Land and Aiden with the green flag for take two. And a good start there by the two Toyotas as Parker moves out of the way and gets hit in the wall. Parker not getting that consistency he wanted. Could he try to catch himself up once again? Bit of a stack up here as Benji and Craig is getting together, and Lego looks like we'll get the shot, but getting two spots in front of them. Lego looks to be a bit consistent here, already around 6th. Will be 10 laps to go. Coming to start finish line. Jax, is gonna feel the intensity. He's gonna get in here. Look at Land. 10 to go. Parker hits the inside wall a little bit. Still a stack up here. Looks like Lego's gonna take the position from Craigus once again. Teammates helping out in the back. Lego and Parker. And Land trying to handle on in front of Aiden. Two of the drivers up front in the top 3 already made it to the playoffs. And Land, the only one that's led the points, but wants to make himself to the playoffs! And it's going to be all clear there. No caution just yet. Bit of a slide there from some of the drivers in the back. And a contact there! It's still gonna handle on with the green flag. And it looks as though it's Wendigo there in the back that's not handling well. 19. And oh, a bit of smoke there by the 22 of Laner. Could he make SSR and BSR? Try to get himself to victory lane. Jax is just handling out to block Land. Jax gets the second career win. He's already most points so far from the other playoff drivers that already already locked in. There's 6 to go. And Parker not getting the consistent ride he needed so far. Still running 9th. As Lego's trying to get some help by Benji. Jax just holding on up front. And look at this. Oh, the push! The push there by Benji and Aiden gets moved out of the pack. And it's clear there. Jack still holds on in the lead as Parker had hit the wall there, and he exited turn 2. There's still a lot of laps left. Or still a few laps left now. 4 to go. Land handing on here from Jax. And he gets the move. Can Land shoot himself back? Or will Laner get the chance to get himself into victory lane? Be 3 to go across the start finish line. And Laner makes the bumper. And contact there. It's gonna handle on. No! A big hit goes to Aiden as it saves. And Benji gets up in the pack. A big wreck in the back. That's a screenshot there. Seems like. And this will go overtime once again. And now Land has... Pits will be open this time. It's gonna be overtime number 1. Limiting the times to 3, and everyone else is staying out. Someone will have to get the laps in. Oh, I do? Alright. So this will go overtime number 1. Only limits to 3 overtimes, and if the 3rd overtime reaches when a caution comes out, they'll just let the drivers come back. A lot of tension here from this. Overtime number 1. 2 more laps to go for Land. Will he try to break his streak here in the green flag? Landing, shooting himself in the foot so far. Trying to handle the bottom. And as a spin goes to Laner. Collects Lego in the pack. It's overtime number 2 as they get back straight. I don't know if that works. There it is. Unless anyone of his pits will be open, unless pits will be closed, so it's going to be an overtime number 2 here. Land handing out in front. Still, everyone else in the back is just trying to go for it for overtime number 2. Can Land break his streak in the number 2 of overtime? And Parker gets into the wall. Aiden gets into the wall as well. He's still handle on. And a big wreck in the back. And they still hang on as Lego is in the back. No caution. We'll let them race back. With the white flag waving for Land. Land using the bumper here. He's trying to block the 45. Can a streak end for the 20 for the first win and lock himself to playoffs? He gets the bumper in. Way high goes Jax. And a big wreck goes. Land breaks the streak. New Hampshire, he wins. And a big wreck comes in the back. And Land is not going to use that meme anymore. He is back in the victory lane. And New Hampshire. What a wild ride there for the 20. Oh goodness, it's still a wreck in the, still a wreck up front. Man, Bubba got Shramp 100 was something. At least we consistently got a white flag there. And there's, oh goodness, there's a fight going on here. Some of the drivers in their cars. It's Craig as laner and Aiden in part of it, and one of them punches. Punches up front of Aiden. It's a fight there and there. Big fight into the here. It's the 22 and the 16 fighting together. Oh, it's gonna be a real big fight here. It's gonna be a real big fight here in the postseason in this race. And it looks like Laner got shot out. It looks like Aiden probably won the fight. And I'm not sure if that was just, if that was a, it was really a thing or two. There was just a big fight there while Land tries to burn it out. Well, at least I'll just give the Pepsi to Land then. To be honest, I expected Lego to do better, but I guess not. Well, I don't know where Benji's at. And look at this. Well, I'm just running up here. Land is celebrating on the catch fence. And we actually see a driver that I expected to finally get into victory lane after some drivers that I didn't expect to get to victory lane so quick. So honestly, thank goodness, Land. You honestly saved my time that I expected that I expected some of the drivers already made the playoffs to get the second win. Because Jax was close there. Look at this. Bubba God Shramp Trophy is here. And, well, I need to see what will be up next. Is the thing. I will need to look into my libraries for this one. I don't know. I'll try to check on. Actually, I'll check it on this. So I'm going to move the thing back here, and I'll check what'll be next race. So there's Land out here to victory lane. Thank goodness we actually had a driver that needs a victory and I want to expect him to go to the playoffs. Oh, there's the cowboy hat. I didn't expect the cowboy hat to be here, but next race, we are gonna have next Kentucky. Oh boy. Kentucky is next for Land, and he finally breaks the streak. He's not gonna use that meme anymore, thankfully. Well, some people are trying to come in and see. Even some of the drivers already fought. And yes, it's a bit chilly here. I don't know why I'm petting it. I need to literally get myself a sweater. Because right now it is so goddamn cold. It was honestly a good point stay there. For some of the new drivers here, but... Alright, Lance. You got yourself a copy. So... The streak is broken. You don't have to post whatever meme is there on general. You finally got yourself the Western Cowboy hat. Get yourself to victory lane. And I want to expect you to get to victory lane though. So you got any thoughts? And even the last couple laps that happened. Well, I mean, you got next year for GFM is Kentucky, and Kentucky is a track that didn't have a good reputation there on for during its first season. But you got any words to say for GFM potentially for next week at the Kentucky? Well, you really got don't really have much. You got much else, you got anything else to say before we move on to some of the other drivers here? Let's see. Well, you go enjoy your win, and I'll move on to Aiden now. So thank you for your time. And there's Land getting himself is finally into victory lane at the Bubba Gump Shrimp 100. And now I have to TP. I have to teleport myself to Aiden here in the 16. So Aiden, you got yourself a copy. So not the race you kind of expected there. You saw Benji there trying to fight for lead sometimes during those last couple of laps. But what are your thoughts, and what are your thoughts for your teammate there? Well, at least it was a consistent green lab run, isn't it? Well, I see. Well, you got next is Kentucky, and I mean, you got any thoughts to say to Benji during New Hampshire? You got anything to say to him? All right. But what about Kentucky? Well, I guess I hear that, but you got anything else to say to this before we move on to laner? Okay. Well, I guess that's Aiden's behalf, but well, Aiden, you go. Uh, hopefully enjoy your time. Hopefully, please. We'll move on to laner now. So here's the laner here, right next to Lan with the trophy here. But laner, you got yourself a copy. Yeah, I wanted to celebrate the 44, but he kind of died. But not don't want to go much else further. But a team you kind of expected to wanted to win, but had a lower opportunity. But Parker has gotten like two top fives during that during the stage 1 and 2. And what do you gotta say to that and end the race? Hmm. Well, yeah. What are you gonna say? You got anything to say to your new to your new part teammate here, Parker? You got anything else to say? Do you think he did well out there in New Hampshire? All right. Well, I hear that, but you got anything else to say before maybe move on to someone else or maybe end it? Hmm. Let's see. Well, hope to see that and hope to see you there. Thank you for your time. I'll see if anyone else will try to get an interview. So thanks, Laner. All right. Oh, there's only a couple people here. If anyone's still up for an interview in New Hampshire, you're up in here. Say whatever you want. Going once, going twice. Okay. Anyways, um, overall, a rough race for some, but a big race for Land as he locks himself to the playoffs and potentially gets himself a fight for a regular season championship. Um, Honestly, a good day for some of the drivers there who are who are new to this track. It's a really hard track to get interested into, unlike some of the other intermediate tracks you get. But it's a a stepping stone for the for some drivers there, or some new drivers to try to experience some of the very experienced ones. Next is the Kentucky. I kind of wish, hopefully, some of the drivers and the new ones to hopefully race well. And Laner being the defending, what's it, Crayola 100 or something like that, or Crayola something. Um, See if he can try to defend it and potentially get SSR a, a spot to the playoffs. But you know what? It's a big shout out to Land because I honestly wanted I honestly want to see him win because I didn't want to see a streak kind of ruined. But anywho, I'm time modified and I hope to see you guys on next Friday.